more snaps lately for Frankie Louvu. What has he been showing you?
Just the ability to make plays, and I think both him and Isaac Dotson has been a pretty good combination. It limits reps the more guys you play, at one position. In the case of those two guys at the backer spot, but he's a guy that missed significant time in fall camp, and so it's been good to get him healthy and playing at high level. We think Frankie can be an impact guy. And that goes all the way back to the bowl game from a year ago into spring football. And like I said, we kind of had a stunt in growth there, just with a little bit of an injury in fall camp. But I think he's showing to kind of be the guy that we thought he could be.
Since it's our first chance to talk to you since, what was your grade on the UCLA game?
Certainly some positives. I thought we played hard. I thought we played physical. Just kind of as you go through the checklist of things you need to do to have a chance to be successful. I thought from a gap standpoint, I thought it was a real positive. Leveraging the football, which goes back to containing the run. Balls were completed in front of us. I think in several instances, we're probably a step away, probably too often, and then obviously it gets real negative when the ball's completed over your heads. But there's more plays to be made that way, so you can't be content with just being close. And then obviously getting 4 takeaways. That's something that we believe in, and in every single one of those scenarios, you're talking about 2 DBs attacking the football when it's in the air, and you're talking about 2 pursuit plays by Dylan Hanser to punch the ball out. Those aren't, and then in both cases of Peyton Pelora and Robert Taylor, straining to the football to recover those things. I mean, you forget on that last fumble. It was obviously an extremely poor call by the official, and he saw a ghost and was probably influenced by their sideline. Not that that's frustrating by any stretch, but it was overturned. But it's only overturned in our favor if there's an immediate recovery.
Yeah.
And so if we're not running to the football, they can say yes, it was a fumble, which goes back to why it's really important for officials in our conference to get that right when they call a guy down. But fortunately, we had an immediate recovery, so we were able to get the football. But in all 4 of those, that's not the ball bouncing your way. That's not they just happened to drop the football. Those are guys obviously playing with great effort, but also attacking the football, and that's everything we talk about. But certainly it's a long-winded answer, but as you look at it, it's hard to win football games. And it's really, really hard. And the only quarter of the football game that you can win, ultimately win the game, is in the fourth quarter. And I don't think we perform well enough in the fourth quarter. And it doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. And the magic answer to the whole thing is win the fourth quarter. Regardless, you're up, you're down. If you're able to win the fourth quarter, you got a great chance to win the football game. But we're certainly pleased that when it came right down to it, we had to make 2 plays late to secure that win, and we were able to do it.
Right now, you guys have the #1 rush defense in the conference. That's gonna get tested against 2 very good running backs at ASU. What's the scout on Demario Richard and Kalen Ballage?
Well, both have good size, good speed, and we faced those guys in the past. And I thought they out physicaled us a year ago as we go back through the video as a football, as an entire offense. But got chunk plays on the ground. I don't think we tackled it extremely well when it comes to playing against those 2 backs, and credit goes to them. And so it's not just going to automatically flip this year. That we're going to be able to tackle them better. So we got to get as many hats to them as we can. But they do a good job, and when they get in open space, and they're difficult to bring down.
It's being reported that Robert Barber's got about 10 days and then a suspension kicks in. Do you have to start preparing for that now?
We're always thinking about Plan Bs, and then that's injuries happen, and God willing we'll stay healthy across the board. But there's always contingency plans at every position, whether or not you want to execute them or not. Obviously there's consequences for certain behaviors, and we'll handle it as we go.
there's not a lot of very athletic 300+ pounders out there. Is that a tough position to build depth at and to move guys around to?
There's not a program in the country that thinks they have enough of them, and so we're not any different that way. But like anything, we'll prepare those guys up front, and we do a pretty good job shuffling several guys through the over the course of a game, and we'll have to continue to do that.
Thank you.